Hello, I'm Adrian, and today I'm talking about Plastic Factory by Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band. Now, I found myself teaching this to somebody the other day, and I thought I'd just take this opportunity to record a quick video as well. It's a typically Beefheart-esque piece of warped blues music. There's a great main riff, which is quite easy to play, and then there's kind of an eccentric little bridge section, which is played in a different time signature. So if you've never come across Captain Beefheart before, then the album from which this song is taken, Safe as Milk, would be a really good starting point. I think I highly recommend checking that one out. And all of the guitars on that album, or at least most of the guitars on that album, are played by Ry Cooder, and he certainly knows a thing or two about guitar playing. So let me show you how it's done. Let's start then with a little introduction. So pretty easy really. It's played with bar chords here. I'm playing a B major bar chord here at the 7th fret. Playing that 3 times, then I'm going down 1 fret. Playing that twice, A sharp, and then down to A. So then a little bluesy lick. I'm bending the 2nd fret on the G string, maybe letting the open B string ring out as well. Then I'm playing the open B again, and 2 to 0 on the G string, and then 2 on the D string. Then we're into the main riff of the song, and the basic riff goes something like this. We've got but there are kind of lots of variations on this riff that you can hear during the course of the song, and I think the main guitar part is actually made up of a couple of different layers of guitars doing some slightly different things. So this is kind of my best guess as to what is going on. It's all based around kind of an E chord, a D, and then an A. So if we start with an open E chord here, and we're picking out some of the notes in this chord separately. So we've got the E string, A string, then the G, and then the B. Then we're strumming a D chord, but it's kind of a D chord, but you're not holding down the top string. You've got that open high E string, so I guess technically it's a D sus2. We're strumming that chord, then just catching the open top string, then going to an A chord, and really just an A power chord, I suppose. We've just got those 3 notes, then playing the 3rd fret on the low E string. So that's the basic riff. But again, you can try some different variations. There are some rhythmic variations where there's a little bit more syncopation. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and sometimes the order of the notes is slightly different. So it might be so starting with the E at the 2nd fret on the D string instead of the low E. But that's basically how the main riff goes. Then we've just got this odd little middle section or bridge section, and this is, again, it's sort of typical Beefheart that he's kind of mixing in some slightly more eccentric elements in a different time signature. That's the bit that goes like this. We've got again, this is my best guess as to what is going on. It's a little bit unclear on the original recording. I think there's another guitar doing something like this. I'm playing some kind of indeterminate sort of rhythm guitar stuff, but this is the most prominent guitar part I'm hearing. So all based off of this E chord shape here. It's a 5th string root bar chord up in the 7th position. I'm just picking the A string, the D string, and then the double stop on the B and the G strings. And I'm coming down to a double stop here at the 7th fret on the B and the G. Then I'm reaching up here to the 11th fret on the D string, playing the double stop at the 9th fret again, double stop at the 7th fret again, and then that's 11, 9, 8, 9 on the D string. So all of that is then it just repeats, but it's slightly different at the end. So I'm hearing a little slide in there. So at the end of the phrase, you play the 11th fret on the D string and slide down, and then play that B note 2 more times. So if I put the 2 halves of that little bridge part together, it sounds like this, just slowly. Should have really pointed out that this is actually in 3 time, or 3/4 time. So we're counting this as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So play all of that through a couple of times, then we're back to the intro chords. Back into the main riff, and there are lots of little kind of bluesy fills and variations during the course of the song. So the little pentatonic phrase you hear on the intro, you can play a similar thing up here at in the 7th position. So bending at the 10th fret on the B string, and then coming down the pentatonic scale in that position. So back into the main riff. That's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Hope you're going to enjoy learning this song. What you can do once you've learned that main riff and the little bridge section is maybe have a go improvising over the chord changes to this song, which is what I did at the start of this video. Nice and easy to do. It's just E minor pentatonic or E blues scale, and go mental basically. So have fun, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye.